Hello, my friend. I know that you feel self-conscious and you have asked me what self-consciousness is, whether it's a good or a bad thing. Well, self-consciousness is a sign that you are thinking about yourself, a sign that you want to know how you come across to other people, a sign that it matters to you to be a good person, almost certainly. A sign that you are therefore trying to live in an aware and conscious manner. So it's a very good thing. And to become able to be self-conscious and more so to have a kind of remaining awareness of yourself even when you are engaged with the world is a very good thing. And self-consciousness is not something that arises straight away. It's something that comes to you as you grow older and as you become mature and grown up. And it is very much part of being an adult and a well-functioning human being. But of course, that's not what you were talking about. I know. What you were talking about is the dreadful feeling of being so self-conscious that you become blocked and paralyzed, and that you are far more afraid of what other people will think of you and what they make of you and how they might criticize you than is actually good for you. Something that makes you hesitate to do things, to engage with the world, or to even go out in the world. And of course, when it gets to that level of self-consciousness, it's a very bad thing, and it's well worth overcoming and get rid of. But before we get to that, let's just say a few words about how you get that way. You get to be that sensitive and that vulnerable in your self-consciousness, mainly from having grown up or having lived with people who are extremely critical of you and who comment on your behavior and on your appearance and who make you out to be deficient in some way, or especially make you feel deficient in a general way. And some people, without meaning to do so and without wanting to destroy you or harm you, just in order to make themselves feel better and make themselves feel stronger, will do this to you. They will make observations to you about you that become very unpleasant and very destructive and that undermine your self-esteem. So that's what we're really talking about here, isn't it? Not just self-consciousness in an ordinary way, certainly not self-consciousness in a positive way, but self-consciousness when it has a destructive element, when it has a self-critical element that ruins your sense of confidence in yourself. Now, that is something you need to get over. That is definitely something you need to just, refuse to live with. You cannot undermine yourself in that way for very long without becoming profoundly unhappy, and presumably very often without becoming isolated by avoiding other people, which is basically in an effort to avoid getting more criticism. And that's probably a very good thing. But rather than isolating yourself from everybody, what you need to do is to find people who will affirm you, who will confirm your confidence, and we will help you build up a sense of positiveness about yourself. And that can only happen if you go out there, my friend. By protecting yourself against everybody, things will just get worse and worse. What you need to really do is find a way to find a group of people around counseling and psychotherapy. That shouldn't be too difficult. So join a friendly group and maybe take a counseling course or some social skills courses or something like that, and get to be with those people who are kind to you and who, confirm your sense that you have something to contribute and who help you become aware of yourself in a creative and constructive way. And then after that, there's only one way forward, which is to have the courage of your convictions, to become aware of what it is you want to do in the world, to have the courage of those convictions, and to believe that it is important for you, like for everybody else, to just be your own person and carry yourself strongly, regardless of what some negative people might have to say about it, and to just be brave and go out there, not for yourself, not because you're so great, but because the world needs people like you, people who can be humble enough to be self-conscious and frightened enough of other people to have high standards in how they treat other people themselves. If you treat other people well and you have a good but fair sense of who you are and how you come across, then you have a lot to give to other people, and we need people like you. So be confident, my friend, and get going. Find the right people to surround yourself with. Find a project, find an objective to your life, and you will soon be overcoming this paralyzing, ridiculous, negative sense of who you are. You are a good person. You're well worth getting out there and making that contribution to the world. Bye for now.